Alright, what's up everyone? This is going to be kind of a quick video. We're going through the anime Vanguards update 6 update log. There is a lot of brand new things in this update log. Honestly, a ridiculous amount. Obviously, I still don't think this is worth a month's wait, but still, this is an insane amount of content. We're going to kind of zoom through this, and I think I'm just going to put Subway Surfers on the right as well, just for fun, because why not? I don't really care. But let's start with the overview. So right here, we have 9 new units. We have, this is whited out for some reason, but this says PV. Here, let me copy paste this. Oh wait, they've disabled it. Never mind. I don't know why this is whited out, but PvP. We have PvP shop, new story stage, new legend stage, new rift unit, which is a Stolfo, new familiars, there's 2 of them. We have new leaderboard rewards, Odyssey changes, new battle pass, Shibuya and Namek map refreshes, match invites, item and unit finders, mounts, 2 new mounts, element changes, 30 plus quality of life changes, 30 plus bug fixes. So that is obviously already a lot. We're going to jump over here to features. Here, I'm going to zoom in a little more just so it's easier for you guys to read, but 9 new units. This update is coming out with 9 brand new units. These units can be found in, and it looks like there's 4 gem banner units. We have Kazi Queen, which this is just their evolutions. I'm just going to go with that. Kazi is going to be Dizzy, if you can't tell. She's going to be a wind unit, I'm pretty sure. It's been a while since I played AV, so I might not remember all the types. We have Not Good Guy. This is going to be Soul Bad Guy, which he's going to be a fire type. I'm not surprised by that at all. We have, I think this is Shock or Electric. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but this is grayed out for some reason, and you can't copy and paste from this page, so I actually have no clue who this is. Next, we have Gear Boy Hungry. I might be stupid, but I have no idea who this is either. This might be Ai's son, Sin, if you guys know who that is. Next, we have the Heaven or Hell stages. I'm not entirely sure what these are. Maybe this is like the story mode. We have Elphant. You can get her from the Heaven and Hell stages. Then we have Legend Stage Quest, which you can get Biken. It's the girl with pink hair. Rift, obviously you can get Astolfo. I'm actually happy Astolfo is not a unit. I'm actually happy Astolfo is an actual unit this time and not a leaderboard. Most games do leaderboard and Astolfo sucks. So hopefully Astolfo is really good. Looks like they're Rose type as well. And then Battle Pass, we have Dark Mage Evil, which is obviously Judar from Magi. And then we have Magi himself with the water element. All right, so that's all the characters. Let's jump into the rest of this. We have a new game mode, PvP. PvP is launching with 3 unique modes: Assault, Defense, and Ranked, with even more coming in the future updates. Each mode is available in both traded and traitless variants, giving you the freedom to complete an equal playing field with strategic advantages. Every 5 waves, a new modifier is applied to both players' enemies, chosen from 3 different rarities. To win, you have to outlast your opponent and be the last player standing. Let's look at these 3 modes. I don't know what they mean by this. These are just game modes, I guess, but we have Assault. Assault is where 2 players battle it out, sending each other enemies tailored to their needs, with 15 enemy modifiers to choose from, including a unique economy system. The strategies are endless. Next, we have Defense. Defense is Defense is where 2 players are pitted against each other to win a battle of wits. In this mode, players are unable to send enemies to each other. So Defense, I'm guessing, is just the game will just randomly send enemies out to you, and then Assault is where you get to choose. So that's kind of interesting. I'm not sure how that's going to work. And then Ranked mode. Ranked mode is based off of Assault mode with an inbuilt MMR system, allowing players to climb the ranks all the way from Iron to Vanguard. In order to obtain the end of season rewards, alongside with this, both players are able to select up to 6 non-farm units from the opponent's inventory to ban, making your opponent unable to use any variants of those units. That's kind of crazy. So you're going to have a ban system, and you can ban 6 characters from your character's inventory. So that means I'm going to get to look at their inventory and ban characters. That is actually amazing. I love that. That is really funny. The sucky part means too, if you have a bunch of monarchs and somebody sees that, I hope it doesn't show the trait, but if you have a bunch of monarchs, you're just going to get all of them banned. So sorry about that. Next, we have features, which is Mob Creator and Economy. Send enemies to your opponent through the Spawn Enemies menu, which you can preview by clicking the highlighted text. Enemy spawning is managed by a queue system that permits a single enemy from being spawned every 0.2 seconds, alongside employing a maximum enemy queue. Each wave, you earn yen from player economy, a resource which is adjusted by the enemy spawns and the modifiers you apply to them. Strategically, select modifiers to balance the challenge and income. So I'm assuming how all of this right here is going to work is to stop you from spamming. And I guess if you do spam, you earn less money maybe. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work. We'll see. We have modifier cards. Every 5 waves, both players pick a negative card to apply to their enemy. Common for 90% chance, epic for 9% chance, and legendary with 1% chance, with the higher rarity being the bigger impact on the card has. Only common cards are enabled in ranked, so legendaries and epics are disabled in ranked. Unit bans, ranked feature only. Okay, unit bans are only a ranked feature thing. Before the match starts, each player can see the other player's inventory and pick up to 5 units to ban all copies of, including evolved or unevolved variants. Farms cannot be banned. I'm a little confused if it's 6 or 5 because up here it said 6, but down here it says 5. We'll see how that works. Next, we have the MMR system. In ranked, we have 8 ranks: bronze, iron, silver, gold, diamond, master, monarch, and vanguard. You have a skill-based matchmaking system in place to ensure that each individuals that you meet are at your skill level. Then we have ranked rewards. Players who climb the ranks and place above gold will be rewarded at the end of the season with trait rules, gems, and trophies. I hope they give you more things to use trophies on, because you basically can't do anything with them. Global leaderboards. People that place top 10 within the global leaderboard will receive their own rewards, such as trait rules, gems, trophies, an exclusive skin, and a limited title. And then PvP features. The following maps as dual lanes. The following maps have PvP features the following maps as dual lane overhauled variants. So that just means maps that got changed to be dual lane now. We have Golden Castle, Namek, and Shibuya, with even more planned in the future. And then right here we have a picture of what the menu looks like. This actually looks really good, man. I can't believe how much they're investing in PvP. That's really nice to see. I hope the shop actually has good stuff in it. We're gonna see right here. But using PvP coins obtained from PvP matches, you can purchase trait rerolls, Phoenix shards, elemental shards, a bike mount, and essence stones. The rewards in the shop will restock automatically every single week. Now we have the story stage, Heavenly's Edge. It says it's just gonna feature brand new enemies alongside a brand new mechanic. We'll see what that is. It's called Armored. Stack next number to their health bar, which can be decreased by applying hits on the enemy's individual unit placements. This is a lot to read, so if I'm going really fast, that's why. The higher the number, the higher the enemy's damage reduction is, following a formula of 12.5 multiplied by the stack to the next HP bar. Be wary. After not taking damage for 10 seconds, all armor stacks are restored. That really sucks. If there's a stunning enemy, that's gonna really suck. Alright, next we have features. We have new Guilty Gear OST, and then a 2% chance for Elphant's portal to spawn anywhere on the Heavenly Edge Act, somewhere on the map upon victory. That's pretty standard. Next we have Legend Stage. Navigate through 4 grueling acts, culminating in a brutal EX encounter. That's kind of interesting. And then we have features here. We have more Guilty Gear OST, Mythic Familiar from the shop, 2% chance for Elphant portal, and then with brand new EX act with scaling hard set up to 4 players, where you can obtain rare items such as Biken's quest item drop. Very difficult act in brackets. Interesting. Then we have Astolfo. It says obtain Astolfo's Rider of Black unit. In the brand new Rift, Astolfo Rift, with the addition of Rifts, will be able to cycle every week, meaning the player will be able to obtain any Rift unit, such as Yuhash and their shops if you've missed out on them. And then Astolfo looks to have their own familiar in their own Rift shop as well. And then there's a new Rift item that instantly drops a Rift in the lobby. That's actually kind of cool. So you don't have to wait for Rifts anymore. New leaderboard rewards. Instead of units, which simply collect dust in your inventory and are used solely for cosmetics, we are rolling out a first batch of limited leaderboard skins. The first 4 Heaven and Hell themed will be found in the following leaderboards. We have an Alucard skin for PvP, we have a Virgil skin for Infinite, we have a Saber and Lancer skin for tournaments. Interesting. That's actually kind of cool. That's interesting. And then Battle Pass, we have Magi. Virgil and Dante are now unobtainable. In their stead, we have introduced a fresh new Battle Pass with 2 new exclusive units, Magi and Judar. Alongside this, all rewards, including gem rewards, blah, are all restocked. To see rewards, I'm gonna put this in the description down below if you guys want to read through this. I'm not super interested in Odyssey, really. I don't really play it. This is just changes to make Odyssey a little more fun and breathe some fresh air into the game mode. It looks like there's a little meme area too with patches, so that's gonna be interesting. And then Shibuya map and Planet Namek refreshes. These are for PvP, so that's why these look a little different. The maps look way better. These shots are really nice. I wish they showed the Namek one here. Then we have match invites. Match hosts can now directly invite any player into their server, allowing you to quickly join your friends without having to travel across the entire lobby. This includes PvP. Cool. This is interesting. The item/unit finder is a helpful feature that can be used and found in the following areas. Within Act Selector Story UI, so basically you can, if you don't know where a drop is, you can go look it up and find it. It'll show you where to get it. That's really cool. And then the same thing with crafting. And then we have new element changes. Oh, this is interesting. So they're changing how the elements work. We have made changes to several elements, including buffs and total replacements. So fire is now immune to snare. Oh, the immunity to snare has now been replaced with increased damage of other fire units in range by 1% per unit placement. Oh wow, so it's just a flat damage buff. Holy has been replaced. So Holy used to be reduces time of any debuffs by 10% and has been replaced with reduces time of status effects by 50%, which is pretty nice. It means if your unit gets stunned, the time is reduced by 50%, which is great. It's actually very useful. Increases units damage against bosses by 5%. The buff has been now increased to 30% for Curse. Oh my gosh. Curse units are going to be crazy. Let's see Cosmic, because I wonder how they fix that. Buff units damaged by 10%, removed upon first upgrade, has been replaced with cleanses all status effects and debuffs on self. This may look like a nerf, but how this worked originally was, you can see right here, this 10% got removed when you would upgrade for the first time. So it's not really a nerf. I'd say this is a buff because you can't get stunned anymore. You can't get debuffed anymore. That's really nice. I like that. And then instead of increased units dodge chance by 10%, has been replaced with increased range of other passing units by 2% range that are in their range. I think they should add some more, fix some of the other elements like blast, for example, because these feel strong. Like all 5 of these feel super strong, so maybe they should go back and rework some of the older ones. Here's all the changes in quality of lives. I'm not going to go through any of them. If you guys are interested, as I said, I'll have this link down below so you guys can go check it out. So that's about all the changes that I see for this new update. Obviously, we won't know until we're in game, and I have no idea when maintenance is going to end. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, comment, make sure you subscribe. It really helps me a lot. I'm going to be uploading a ton of videos tonight or tomorrow, whenever this update does eventually come out. So with that being said, I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video, and see ya.